From the students of Penn State Meteorology, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good Monday evening. I'm student meteorologist Matt Hoenig with your CNET forecast. We have a very messy winter storm on the way for central Pennsylvania. We're going to see snow, sleet, and eventually freezing rain here in State College over the next 24 hours, and we have a lot to talk about with the system, so let's get right to it. This afternoon, the National Weather Service issued a winter storm warning for virtually all of central Pennsylvania, and this goes through this time tomorrow evening. So over the next 24 hours, we will see quite a bit of winter precipitation, not all of it in the form of snow, but enough to create some pretty hazardous travel conditions. Actually, as you woke up this morning, we did have a little bit of snow on the ground. About a half-inch fell here in State College, and the snow has been hanging on tough across south central Pennsylvania, but here in State College, just dealing with some cloud cover over the course of the afternoon. A nice little break in the precipitation because there's a lot more on the way. This system extends all the way back into the Ohio Valley and even back further into the Midwest. And all of this moisture has to move through our region, and it will do so in various forms. And that's what makes this forecast so tricky. At least to start out this afternoon, temperatures are cold enough to support snow. We're at or just below freezing across much of central Pennsylvania. And once that precip does get started this evening, it will start as a pretty good thump of snow. We might see a couple inches to start the storm, but eventually it will remain freezing at the surface. However, a couple thousand feet up in the sky, temperatures will warm up above freezing, and that will eventually transition any snow over to first a period of sleet and eventually some freezing rain, as noted by these pink colors here. And the primary concern with this is some icing, especially on untreated roadways that could create some very hazardous travel conditions. Now, we're not expecting this to really flip over until sometime in the mid to later parts of tomorrow morning, and especially during the afternoon hours of Tuesday. So again, to our south and to our west, it will warm up enough that it will be all rain there, but it'll stay close to freezing at the surface, and that's the big concern with some icing problems, especially here in State College. So our best guess at precip type, most of Pennsylvania will start as either snow or a mixture of rain and snow, and then eventually warm air will move in from the south and transition over most areas to at least some form of wintry mix or rain. Where it will hang on to snow the longest is up across the north central and northeastern portions of Pennsylvania, and that's where we're expecting the heaviest snow to occur. So maybe up to a half foot, at least a few inches of snow in this dark blue shaded region, basically north and east of State College. Here in State College, definitely a couple inches are possible on the front end of the storm before we transition over to sleet and freezing rain. Where you'll find the lowest amounts are to the south and to the west, where we're expecting rain to be the primary precip type with this storm. So we have this to deal with over the next 24 hours, but believe it or not, unlike the past couple of systems we've dealt with, it won't turn bitterly cold. If anything, it'll just be breezy and fairly seasonable for this time of year. Later this week, we'll actually warm up, perhaps into the 40s for high temperatures, but unfortunately with the warmer air, we could see some rain just in time for Thon weekend. I don't think it's a big deal, but we'll talk more about it in the 7-day forecast. So come Wednesday, some clearing behind the system, but there could be leftover snow showers, primarily in central and western Pennsylvania. Not bitterly cold, but certainly not a warm day whatsoever, and with wind gusts maybe as high as 30 miles per hour, you'll still want to bundle up come the day on Wednesday. Fair skies to start Thursday, then some late day clouds move in for the afternoon, and there's our next system Friday into early Saturday, at least starting as some rain. Temperatures will be plenty warm to support rain, maybe some mix on the back end of the system come midday Saturday. I do think it will dry out later Saturday and just in time for the final 4 hours of Thon on Sunday. So not a total loss this weekend, but make sure you plan ahead as you head out to the BJC this weekend. That's my forecast for this evening. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your evening and stay safe tomorrow.